It's day 16 of me joining Synthesizer Scaling, and today I will show you all my insights, all my lessons, what I've executed upon so far, if it's making sense for you to consider joining as well in the future, or what you can pick from it already. Let's dive in. Who am I? I am Florian Walksäusel. I'm a trained physiotherapist on the path to becoming a Heilpraktiker for physiotherapy, which is that I am able to get the patients directly and not have to consult with a doctor before. I'm also co-founder of Besser Leben, Better Life, which is our local business in Germany, where we help businesses near Munich to increase the health of their employees through massage, through ergonomic coaching, through back pain courses and stuff like that. I'm also a certified pain therapist, and we built together a school from Capoeira where we have now 60 plus pupils. That's what I do with my co-founder of Better Life. We do everything together. That's what we're working on, that's what we're building. Now we're transitioning more to online as well. That's why I joined Synthesizer Scaling and why I'm focusing now on this journey. Because I tried to do this online coaching stuff in the past where it didn't really work out for me because I had a lot of false expectations. I had no experience in business. I was also at the beginning stage, I didn't have my physiotherapy studies there finished. So I think there were many factors which made it hard to succeed. But now I'm at a much different place now a few years later. And that's why I decided to go all in on this again. As well as because I now have the local business that's already running. And we have helped 500 people so far move better with less pain. So that's the people that are my patients, my pain therapy patients. That's the people that Winston worked with in his sports therapy. That's all the clients and customers that we have from our B2B business or B2B2C businesses, which, for example, the massage clients of the businesses. So we go into businesses, the business is our client, and they give us the employees, so to say. And then the employees are our clients because most of the time the employees pay, but the connection is through the business. So that's how we do it at the moment. And now Besser Leben, which is Better Life in German, steadily growing as our local business. And now we are planning to focus more on helping a specific niche, which is people with back pain or chronic back pain avoid surgery and get off of painkillers. Because most of the time if there's no accident or if there's no trauma, if the pain developed through your lifestyle, it's reversible. Of course, not always, but most of the time. And that's the people that we can help and that we want to help. And of course, then help them as well to change their lifestyle, which is necessary to live a long and healthy life. That's why I joined Synthesizer Scaling, and we are doubling down on this online offer. So I am just shortly sharing what I've done now over the past days. So day 1 to 7, I joined. I did my review of my backbone, which is reviewing your niche and refocusing it. Then I built my network audit list, which is just building a list of all your contacts, like Alex Hormozi always talks about, building a list of all your contacts to have people to reach out to that might be in your target audience, and niching down on this specific thing that I told you about before. I set up my community, made it better, made it more tailored towards the niche because we had the school community already so far, but now better on the niche. And I also started documenting the journey, building in public. How somebody from the group mentioned to me, that's what I do, building in public. And I think it's always good to do something like that. And I always wanted to do it. I did it in the past as well, it was mostly private. I was running, I was waking up at 5 a.m., running in barefoot in the winter. And then, okay, next week I'm gonna make my 10K. Because I was very naive, very influenced by the online stuff that I consumed, and the first online coach I had, where they made a lot of promises, but it was unrealistic for people who had no experience, no real authority. And that's why it didn't really work out for me. Maybe I just wasn't able to make it happen. Maybe it's just on me, but that's another story maybe. Now I know it is okay. I learned a lot more about business. I'm more confident. I have my authorities through all the studies that I've now finished. I just think that documenting and building in public is something that keeps you accountable. And I noticed a lot of people that do it tend to succeed, even if it might be the survivorship bias, but that's okay with me. I just enjoy talking about business and I enjoy documenting what I've done. And looking back, it will always be nice to have something like that. So that's why I do it. Day 8 to 13 in synthesizer scaling, I pushed the outreaches 30, 40, 50 a day to get to the 300 before the launch day, which is like 2 weeks after I joined. And I held a few discovery calls, sent a few calendar links, and I posted my whisper posts, which are called also resonance posts, to see what your audience thinks you might be able to help them with. So that's just some posts that inspire the people to comment and to see what resonates with your audience. And my lesson is also staying in regular contact with your customers is very important, which is what I've learned when I then wrote my people from a network, because our local business grew so fast to so many clients because of the businesses. Like we have one businesses and then 10 to 15 people become our clients. So we didn't have the processes and the systems to really keep good contact with them, keep regular contact with them, and so that's what we still need to work on. We perfected it a bit, we bettered it a bit, but there's still plenty of things to do to make it better, to have a better customer experience and to have more contact points and stuff like that. So that's what I've learned also. And yeah, discovery calls, doing calls with the people that might be in your niche is invaluable, because then you notice what you've written in your document, how it applies into reality. Because when we just sit and don't bounce our ideas off with reality, it doesn't help us any way, and we don't really make progress. But talking to the people and recognizing what they really struggle with, what their pain points are, what they need, what they want, and so on, is very, very necessary to target your messaging. And there we noticed, okay, a lot of the people see back pain not as a symptom, not as the main problem, but as a symptom from their weight or a symptom from their lifestyle. So they want to be more mobile, they want to lose weight, and they want to be healthy until an old age. So that's what I've learned from that. That's why I considered changing the niche. But now I'm thinking, okay, it's also helpful to keep it more broad at the beginning, to not exclude people that might be your clients so far, because I can't base my niche off of just 9 discovery calls I did. So changing would not be sensible. So I have the niche, I do it, I follow it until I get a few clients, and then I can customize it and niche down a bit. So that's the plan. Yesterday was then the launch day. I crossed the 300 outreaches. I held 12 discovery calls in total. I posted my first launch post yesterday, and I built out my high ticket offer. I also integrated into the freemium tier in school, but then I noticed, okay, it might be better to customize it, because everybody wants different things. So I just have now the low ticket plan to optimize for growth boost, which is something on school. I could go into more depth on everything that I'm talking about, but I want to keep it a bit concise. So if you have any questions, just reach out to me. The backbone is something, or your niche is something that always evolves. It doesn't need to be perfect. Another insight I got. So, onto the Success Creator app, which is an app I built with Claude Code, and it's to help you track your daily progress and to help you track your outreaches. And I posted it all the time into the group. I screenshotted my outreaches that I did, and then people started to get curious what it's about. And then some people started to use it and really enjoy it. So now I have a few rivals from the community as well into my app there, where we can see how many outreaches the other people does. And this is helpful to track your progress, keep you accountable, and the app is very customizable. I just briefly show you a bit how it looks like. You might consider wanting to check it out as well. The best thing is you join the school community that I have a first link in the bio, and there I can explain to you how it works more properly. You can also then book a call, which will be shown in the app if you want to get more explanations around the app. So here I have my outreaches, which I can track like this. I have my daily targets that I always do at the beginning of my day to figure out what is really important. Then I have my outreach goal, which I've already reached. I will adapt it now, because the goal was to reach 300. Now it's more, okay, I want to do about 100 a day. Let's see how it goes. There I have the rivals, there I have the log, which I haven't used so far, so I can hide it. Then there are more features that you can unlock. So here I already have unlocked the rivals. I can see my stats, I can see an overview of the week, I can unlock achievements, I can get a coffee, which somebody requested. So that's a nice hidden feature. I can reflect, I can track my workouts, my habits and stuff like that. And it's constantly evolving, so everybody who's using my app can give me their ideas and then I can improve it step by step. So that's about the app. And here's a snapshot of the 16 days, what I've done so far. Total outreaches 300 plus, Calendly links sent 41. From that I booked 12 discovery calls and I documented every day in the school, 16 days straight. Let's see how many calls will develop from the Calendly links I sent so far. I didn't do any follow-up so far, so let's see. Now it's on to doing more outreach, creating more content, posting more content, and then starting to get into sales calls and close, and then help people, get testimonials, build it up from there. That's the plan. And that's it also for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took away a few lessons and let me know what you will execute upon from what you've learned. Because when you just watch, it's just consumption, but it makes sense to always have something, maybe one thing that you act upon after watching a video. So you learn, so you utilize the things that you see. Maybe it's, okay, registering for synthesizer scaling, or maybe it's I try to build a network audit list, or I try to do some outreaches, try to refine my backbone, my niche, something. Just do something, let me know in the comments what you do. And if you want to check out the app, join the school group, and there you get all the information about the app. For me, I wish you great success in everything that you do, great health, enjoy your life.